Hi, my name is Josh Bailey, and the poster project I'm presenting is A Farmer's Voice, a look into the plight of the American farmer. Originally, I created this project for last year's conference topic, Finding Your Voice, Speaking Truth to Power. But I think it fits well for this year's topic, Infrequently Asked Questions, Finding Solutions to Impossible Problems, as well. The main idea behind creating this was just to raise awareness of a topic not many people really know or think about. We are busy with our daily lives, and most of the time we don't consider the story behind the food we're eating, much less the people providing it. In this presentation, we'll be looking mostly at the legislative issues farmers deal with and how they've managed to find their voice and find solutions to impossible problems in the process. To start, let's get an overview of the problems. Agriculture is what feeds and drives our world. We rely heavily on farmers to produce food for us so that we can focus on other aspects of our lives. Most people don't know what farmers do and what current-day agricultural practices are like. Because of this, farmers often get silenced or don't get a representative voice. Looking at the numbers. Since 1940, the number of farms and farmers has continued to decrease. At the same time, the number of acres still used for farming has been relatively consistent and the productivity of each farm has risen. Nowadays, farmers represent about 1 to 2% of the American population, meaning farmers are a minority by profession in our country. Therefore, when it comes to making policy decisions, farmers are naturally underrepresented. And here's a graph depicting the percent of American workforce in agriculture, and you can clearly see the decline. This graph is depicting the number of farms declining as productivity increases. Another factor is urbanization. As the number of farmers have declined, the number of those who live in cities has increased dramatically. This means when decisions are made, the majority of people have urban-like viewpoints and may not understand modern-day agriculture. And in this graph, you can see the percentage of population in urban and rural areas and the clear disparity between the two. Farmers often deal with misconceptions. Agriculture is very different from other industries. Farmers deal with perishable commodities and with horticultural products. There are defined seasons. Farmers must get their products to retailers by a certain time or the product can become worthless. In addition, agriculture is very diverse. There are so many different types of agriculture that people often confuse them and make broad generalizations. For example, the formation of labor laws will affect apple farmers differently than dairy farmers because apples are seasonal and work hours can vary more. Farmers also deal with a natural cycle. Often, laws are changed so fast by lawmakers that farmers have a hard time keeping up. They have to account for things like biological lag that other industries don't have to deal with. Farmers cannot just turn on a dime because changes on farms take much longer. For example, grapes are only harvested once a year, and changes can only be made once a year. Legislators often don't recognize that farmers, especially in the horticulture sector, depend on specific growing seasons and natural cycles for their income. Now moving to solutions. For an overview, to combat these issues, farmers have taken initiatives to gain strength in numbers and raise awareness of the agriculture industry. These come in the form of cooperatives and organizations. Through these types of unifiers, farmers try to gain some sense of stability economically and in decision making. So for cooperatives, here are 3 that I put. The first one is Upstate Niagara Cooperative Incorporated, which is a cooperative dedicated to dairy, a combination of Upstate Farm Cooperative and Niagara Milk Cooperative. With over 300 family-owned and operated farms, Upstate Niagara Cooperative is one of the largest and most stable dairy cooperatives in the United States. Western Montana Growers Cooperative is a coalition of growers in the Flathead, Jocko, Mission, and Bitterroot valleys, whose goal is to provide the market in our region with fresh, quality products from our farms. To reach that goal, the cooperative provides a wholesale marketing and delivery service for its members. Lastly, Grow New York Farms. Although not a cooperative, Grow New York Farms works to join all New York State farms, co-ops, organizations, and groups together. For organizations, I put Farm Bureau and Agriculture Future of America as examples. The American Farm Bureau Federation is the voice of agriculture. We are farm and ranch families working together to build a sustainable future of safe and abundant food, fiber, and renewable fuel for our nation and the world. Gary Orbaker, former Wayne County Farm Bureau president, said, "Farmers alone do not have the organizational clout to tackle many of the issues that we have. So, Farm Bureau has brought many facets of farmers together in a collective mind. From there, Farm Bureau is able to keep track of good and detrimental legislature and educating every day, telling people the story of agriculture they probably didn't hear. As an organization, it's a grassroots organization, and everything starts at a local level. And through a democratic process, issues can be taken from the county level to state level and even to the national level. Agriculture Future of America builds bridges for young leaders to foster engagement and innovation in food and agriculture. AFA is nationally recognized for its excellence in leader training and career development for college students and young professionals in the agriculture and food industry. Seth Bro, AFA Leadership Conference Track 1 through 3 student attendee, said, "The AFA Leaders Conference gave me the opportunity to meet and work with students from across the country, building a nationwide network of young professionals with a unified voice, empowered to strengthen the American agricultural industry." And here's a picture of Farm Bureau National Convention and one of the AFA leadership conferences. And that's all, just a brief overview of some of the ways farmers have come together to find power in a unified voice to solve problems they face. I hope this poster was informative, and thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of the conference.